Hey, Rifters, welcome to the show. Subscribe, rate, review, tell a friend. I gotta tell you, I am not on board with this whole AI Zoom technology. Like, AI is really, really scary. And I mean, I just noticed it with my podcast. Like, it automatically saves it to the iCloud. And I don't know what the iCloud is. So I texted the producer of this and I was like freaking out over text. And if you know me, I only freak out over text when I'm having like a panic attack or something. And I was really freaking out because it was a good interview. So I thought I lost it. And I couldn't find it. So then I asked the guest, I was like, hey, you mind if we could re record? I lost this interview and stuff. And they were really cool about it. I don't want to say the guest, but they were really cool about it. And they said, sure. So we redid it. And the same vibe just wasn't really there. It felt like a laugh track vibe, which, you know, kind of sucked. But the good news is we found the original one. So we're not going to release that one. So I think it'll be way better. But the point is, I'm not really up to this whole AI standard, I guess, as you can tell. But yeah, man. Anyways, also I saw the new Alien movie, which apparently had like two actors in AI because both of these actors who were in the original one are dead or whatever, so they AI'd them. That's pretty scary because it sounded and looked just like these original actors. So I was just like, huh, odd. Makes you think that maybe the movie strike was worth striking, like hardcore, because if they're making Alien with all these AI people, like why don't you just cast me? I could be the character. You know what I mean? Put me in a movie. I don't know. That's a terrible joke. To my actors who are listening, I apologize. I support you guys. I was making a bad joke. But we got a great show today. Join us on the Patreon. I'm probably going to release this Monday for a couple of reasons. One, I've had a lot of I don't get a lot of female guests, and I like to mix it up. But the past 11 or 12 episodes that have been released have been all dudes. So, I have some in the tank that are the ladies, and I didn't notice it was like such a long streak. So I think that's why I'm going to release this on Monday, and then maybe push down a couple people a couple weeks to get a couple. But that was just what I was thinking. But I'm very excited for this one because I've been looking forward to talking to her for a while. I've always had like the hugest crush on her because I was a Dorm Days fan, and she was on Married with Children and Can't Hardly Wait. And I'm super excited to talk to her. The great Jennifer Lyons is here, over Zoom. So it's going to be a great show. I'm going to get her to fall in love with me. Like, that was my plan. And then I Googled her and found out she's married. So now my plan is not that. All right, I'm 0 from 2 on the bad jokes, people. This is why when you do Zoom comedy, you gotta keep it light. I'm just kidding. You gotta keep it entertaining. Anyways, couple dates. This Thursday, I'll be at the Bray Improv with the great Patrick Warburton. We're gonna be doing some comedy, some stand up. All right, that was a terrible Patrick Warburton impression. I'm 0 from 3. Fantastic. Saturday the 8th, Saturday the 7th, September 7th, I'll be at Gold Casino. Where's that? With TJ Miller. It's in Sacramento area. And then Sunday, Paul Rodriguez at the Salute Lounge. So get your tickets and it will be fantastic. All right, guys, enjoy this episode with the great Jennifer Lyons. Subscribe, rate, review, and enjoy Reza Riffs with Jennifer Lyons coming up next.
Hello.
Hey, Jennifer.
I don't know why you're sideways, but you're sideways.
I'm sideways?
Yeah.
You're sideways.
Why is that happening?
I don't know. But
that is so bizarre.
I was going to say the exact same thing. But
wait, hold on. Let me just see if I have auto rotation off or something. How bizarre.
No worries. I could fix it in post. So, but yeah, that's funny.
Do you want me to try to log in again?
If you want, you could try. Yeah.
Okay, let's do that. Okay.
Awesome.
Oh, wait. No, that's not it.
Oh, now I see the house. Oh, cool.
Okay, let's start over.
All right.
Okay, let's try again.
Oh, there. That's good. Now, but I just.
I did it.
Yeah. But now I don't see. Oh, there you go. Hi, Jennifer.
There we go. Wait, let me turn it up. There we go.
Hi. How are you?
I'm good. Thank you. How are you doing today?
Doing good. First of all, thank you so much for saying yes. I really appreciate it.
Oh, it's fun.
Yeah. And you're not going to believe this, but I just got off the phone with Jay Moore, and he told me to tell you to say hi.
That's so weird.
Yeah. So.
He's a character. I really enjoyed working with him, actually.
Yeah. I used to open up for him. So, yeah.
No way. Oh, that's funny. Wait, yeah. I don't want to look at myself. There, that's better.
Oh, okay. All right. Excellent.
There's nothing like staring at yourself while you're talking.
Yeah. I don't really mind though. You know what I mean? Because I think I'm very handsome.
Oh, you are.
Oh, I thank you, Jen.
I might say so myself.
Oh, yeah, nice. So I wanted to start off with this because I don't like to watch stuff that I auditioned for. You know, I think it's very, very weird. Yeah. And so I eventually got around to it. I watched As You See Us, and you were in it, and you were fantastic.
Oh, thank you. There's a very funny story behind that.
Oh, what
did you audition for?
I auditioned for the character of Harry or Harrison or something, one of the people on the spectrum. And yeah.
Are you on the spectrum?
I am, yes, yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Very high functioning.
Oh no, I was high functioning. Now I'm mild. I'm mild. Okay. Yeah, I went to speech therapy and stand-up comedy. You'd be surprised. Oh, wow. Stand-up comedy saves so many people's lives.
I love this.
Yeah.
I love this. Yeah. You know, it's funny. I was just reading a lot about it because I'm going through a little bit of a broken ballet dancer crisis. And there's so many amazing things happening with stem cells that are actually helping even that, which is fascinating. The new research with inflammation and all sorts of stuff.
Does it make you want to go back into doing ballerina and stuff?
I won't be able to. I'm too broken.
Oh, really?
But I got stem cells this last Wednesday. And I talk to them. I'm a little crazy. I talk to them daily and please keep working. Please keep doing your thing. Yeah.
Oh my God. So I did read that was how you started this crazy adventure we call life. That was your thing, like dancing and stuff.
That's my love.
Yeah. So how is that? And then you tore a ACL or something, and then is that correct or?
Actually, no. So I actually at 1.5 years old was diagnosed with rheumatoid arthritis.
Okay.
In only 2 joints, and one was my knee and one was my finger. And I'm this super weirdo random case study at Children's Hospital because they've never seen anything like it.
Right.
So I've been dealing with a bad knee most of my life, but I became a ballet dancer between 3 and 17. I was in remission, and then in hindsight, probably my wild 20s of, well, I don't want to say drinking, but drinking and eating too much sugar and just being stupid about my health. I brought on all this arthritis and had to stop dancing. I mean, I'm convinced that's what did it. Yeah. And then I just tore the shreds. Shredded my knee, and that's where we are. But my little stem cells are going to fix it, I hope.
Oh, that's going to be awesome. And then you could retry it.
So yeah, so I toured with ballet at 13 years old and 15 years old in Europe and China.
Oh, that's awesome.
So I had a whole life before acting.
Yeah. Well, because I do, you're talking to the worst actor of all time, by the way, but I do acting, but I'm more known for stand-up, but I kind of wish that I did dance classes when I was younger, but I think I was scared of getting made fun of or something, because I see a lot of great male dancers that actually have a good career doing this. You know what I mean?
It's a different world than when I was younger. Yeah. When I was younger, I don't know why, but there were no male dancers at my dance studio. We had to pay them to dance with us.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, the studio would actually hire them for our dance performances. But now I always said it was like the Backstreet Boys and NSYNC that made it cool again for boys.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, like I saw this movie Cats. I don't know if you've seen it, but it's the worst movie of all time.
It's really bad. It's the weirdest. I'm a musical theater buff, but Cats is like the weirdest show ever.
Yeah. I have this weird theory that Cats is the reason why we started this whole pandemic, because if you notice, Cats came out, it bombed, and then everyone's like, this is the worst movie ever, and then we got this virus. So... But that's a different story.
Not the virus from watching the movie. That makes sense. Why not? The world is a crazy place.
Yeah.
Oh my God, my necklace is all tweaked.
No,
I'll deal with that later.
but I was going to say, despite the badness of the movie, the dancing of it was so fantastic. Like all the dancers of it, I was like, holy Lord, I should have done that. I could have been in Cats. You know what I mean?
You can still do it. You can absolutely still do it.
Oh no, Jennifer, the Zoom is hiding my body fat pretty well. But
it's the best thing for that. Best thing. I was a dance teacher, so at 16 years old, I was teaching kids jazz, actually hip hop, which is really funny because I'm the worst hip hop dancer in history.
Oh my God! Do you know how to hip hop too?
Well, I mean, I studied everything, but you have to remember, this was a long time ago.
Yeah.
I was literally teaching the Roger Rabbit and the robot and the Cabbage Patch and the running man. Yeah.
Oh no, but tap dancing I think would be the coolest. Like
I tap dance too.
Oh my God.
I would do a time step for you. Yeah, I've done it all the Afro-Cuban. I don't know. Everything. Chinese, every European cultural character dance. Yeah. I had a wonderful childhood, actually. I studied pantomime too.
Oh, did you really?
And and my pantomime teacher, who became my college professor for comedy, he just passed away, actually. His name was Whitney Rideback. Oh. And I just went to his memorial, and I just feel like he was amazing. So I wanted to say that out loud. And I still do my pantomime.
Oh, that's great. Oh my God. Holy Lord. Except they can't talk though, right? So I don't know. Oh.
No. It's all your eyes and anyway.
Yeah. I always do feel bad for the people who do that because they take it very seriously, and then when they're doing this and then someone just high fives them, it kind of throws them off their game.
I hired one last year for my mom's birthday, and he was fantastic. He was so good.
Oh, that's awesome. Cool. So I wanted to ask you because after the dancing, you started doing the acting, and you got on a couple of shows first, and you've been on every single show in the world. It's crazy. You know?
I wish that we need some more to come along though.
Oh no, like Beverly Hills 90210, smart guy, married with children, you know what I mean? Action. Like you've been on everything. But I wanted to ask you, like your first movie was Tiger Heart, and that was like where you were the lead. So I was like,
Yeah,
how did you get that? Like how was your anxiety on that when you got that?
I have no idea. I don't I don't know how it all happened. I got to tell you, I honestly, it's like that thing when you're not looking for it, you fall into it. Like I was like, oh no, I'm good. I don't need to act. I just want to dance. Like
Right.
I was actually terrified of speaking on stage.
Yeah.
And when I was in college, oh my God, my professor gave me the lead in a musical called A Funny Thing Happened on the Way to the Forum. And I begged and pleaded and sobbed with the musical director and him and said, I can't, you please give this away. I can't, please just give it away. I just want a little role. I just want to be on stage. And they refused. And so that was my first experience, like, realizing I could be funny. I think I was just kind of born quirky, and oh my God, like everyone would just laugh at everything I did, and it gave me confidence.
Oh yeah, definitely.
It definitely gave me confidence. And then I went and studied with my uncle, who of course I always have to give a shout out to. He was James Best. He was Roscoe on the Dukes of Hazzard.
Yeah.
And I went to his acting school, and he was no nonsense. He was tough and he was awesome. And my aunt was a teacher too. She was a musical theater actress and still is. But they gave me a lot of confidence. Still, I did not go get an acting agent. I was like, nope, not ready. I was never going to be ready. Right. And then I had a dance agent, and they called me in for the acting agent, theatrical agent, asked if I could go into California Dreams to play a ballerina. And there were like 5 lines. And I went and I got it. And I got 3 episodes it was my very first audition for television.
Oh my God. So you were 1 from 1.
No, it was insane.
Oh my gosh.
I didn't know what hit me, so I actually wasn't scared at all. I think I was just really excited.
Yeah.
I didn't feel scared. And then I'm trying to remember if I did Married with Children yet. Married with Children was my second TV show, which is really funny because it follows me everywhere. And I'm so grateful to have been on it. But people still ask about it. It was my second TV show.
Yeah. And when I saw you on Married with Children, I like wished I was Bud. You know what I mean?
That's so sweet.
I was like, I want to date Jennifer.
It was so fun. We had so much fun on that show. Everyone was so sweet and loving, and I think they were kind of over it because it was the last season, I think.
Yeah.
So it was such a relaxed set. And my car literally like blew up on the freeway on the way to that job the second day, and I thought I was going to be fired. Like the engine blew up.
Oh my gosh.
I didn't realize you had to put oil in your car. So I arrived to set, and I was like literally like almost in tears, and Ed O'Neill like gave me a big hug, and he's like, we're glad you're safe. Like, we're glad you're here. And I was like,
oh my God, that's awesome.
But anyway, Tiger Heart. So Tiger Heart, yeah, PM Entertainment. I had worked a little bit with them, but they did kind of like B movies, if you know what I mean. And I was still clear of nudity and stuff like that. But then they called me in for this kid show. And I was like 7 years older than TJ Roberts, which was super awkward because he was like 14 and I was like 22.
Yeah.
And that was like so bizarre. But I love TJ and we had a lot of fun. But yeah, I just auditioned for it, and I don't know. I feel like I had more confidence then. It's like when you don't know.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
It's easier when I feel like anxiety can build. It's like, oh, I owe it to my agent to finally book something. I owe it to this casting director keeps calling me in. I need to book this. And that pressure, I think as you get older, it builds more. So I was
definitely,
I was less nervous when I was younger, I think.
Yeah, because
you get older and you're like, oh, do I look young enough? You know what I mean? Stuff like that.
100%, because like, you know, the stuff I always go for is like either the funny guy or the best friend or whatever, which I don't really like playing the best friend. I just want to be the funny guy.
Yeah.
Because I don't have any friends. I don't know how to be a best friend. So so it's very hard, you know, but like when I was younger, I had way more confidence. But like now that I'm older, I feel like they don't want me. You know what I mean? Like I'm kind of like I've hit my peak.
What is that? It's like we get jaded a little, and you know, it's like I tell my husband all the time because he's a statistics guy. He's like so opposite of me, right? He's in technology. He's like a mathematician. And he'll, you know, I'll tell him I want to do something, and he'll tell me like the odds and the statistics of this working or not. And
oh my God.
Think, oh my God, if I met you when I was like in college, I never would have acted because you would have been like 4% of actors make a living. And like your odds are really against you by 96, you know, percent. So, you know,
and that's just in Los Angeles.
I know. So sometimes you just got to go with your heart.
No, definitely.
And you have to remember that. And that's the good thing. I think now I'm getting to the age, like, I think I've been in like this middle age of like, you know, I played like college forever till I was like 35, right? And then you're in this weird age where you don't look that different, but everybody knows that you're older. But then you get to a point where you just don't care anymore, and I think I'm getting there.
Yeah. Oh, that's awesome.
Well, I don't care what people think anymore. Like, this is it.
Yeah. Well, I figured that why should you care what anyone thinks, because they're either going to say great stuff or bad stuff and you have no control over it. You know what I mean?
No, not everyone's going to love you, and that's okay.
Yeah, like because like I mean I'm not as famous as you. I'm like a Z-list celebrity. I'm on the bottom of the alphabet, but I am Googleable, right? So I like take that pride, you know.
That's right.
And my parents always told me, "What's your plan B?" Like growing up, and I never really liked that. Like I was like, I'm a plan A type of guy. You know,
weren't you insulted by that?
I was, I wanted to punch them. And these are my parents.
Oh, you don't have confidence in me, clearly, because you think I need a plan B.
Yeah.
Whatever. I would get so mad when my dad would say that to me. He was kind of right.
Oh, no, they are right. But I'm just saying, it's insulting, right? You know what I mean?
Insulting.
Yeah.
You know? But I don't know. It's okay. But life has changed so much. Plan B, you know, is what could have been something that AI has already taken over. So what's the point, you know?
Yeah, definitely. Man, AI is like, I don't like Al.
No, it's it's like super creepy. And as you know, like what are we all going to do? And AI does everything, you know?
Yeah, I saw the new Alien movie. This has nothing to do with you. I apologize, but I saw the new Alien movie the other day, and
I like aliens.
Yeah, and one of the actors was like from the original one, but he's dead. Like he died like 10 years ago or whatever. So they AI'd him and all his lines and stuff.
Oh my God,
it was super crazy. And I'm just thinking to myself, man, he's a better actor dead than he was alive.
Oh my God. But you like that's not cool. Like I think that's so not cool because he didn't get to make the decision to be in it or not.
Exactly. It's crazy.
Nah, it's not cool. Like the Fred Astaire commercial where he's dancing with a vacuum.
Yeah.
Like what is that? Like I don't know if the Astaire estate, they must have approved it. I don't know.
Yeah, it's crazy. But hey, I have a couple can't hardly wait questions.
Yeah, go for it.
And I'm sure you get asked a lot about can't hardly wait. But I wanted to know, is this true that because I heard from a little birdie that it was actually supposed to be more raunchy, like more more over the top
Yeah.
type of thing. You know what I mean? And they had to clean it up a little.
So yeah, I'm not sure. I don't know if they knew. They must have known they were making an R-rated movie.
Right.
I don't know what happened. Maybe they tested it and it needed to go younger. And so that's why they wanted it to be PG instead. But yes, indeedy, I have multiple friends that were cut out of the movie, which really made me sad. And I will tell you, to this day, Jennifer Elise Cox is so funny. Yeah. I love that girl so much. And she played a character that is in it for a split second. The character was Crying Drunk Girl, and that was her name, Crying Drunk Girl.
That's a great name.
And she would walk through scenes crying, and the subtitles were all absolutely hilarious because she wasn't actually sad. She was crying, but she was hitting on people, and it was and stuff like that. And, you know, they took out the alcohol. They might have taken out other things.
Yeah.
They took out what was in the refrigerator. And it's kind of funny because, like, you watch the movie and everyone opens the fridge and they're like, oh my God, and they shut it and you never know what it is.
Oh, what is it?
It was, I hope the directors don't get mad at me. It was a female toy of sorts.
Oh my gosh. I thought you were going to say like a human head or something. I was like, what the? Jeffrey Dahmer?
Yeah. And there was a makeout room. I remember that. There was like a makeout room where everyone was making out. And yeah, there were some really fun things that unfortunately had to be cut to make it more marketable to the younger crowd that would be more interested probably in seeing it. You know, that's happened multiple times to me. My God.
Did that happen with Dorm Days too?
It did with Transylvania. It was the opposite.
Yeah.
They should have gone PG, but they left it R.
Yeah.
And
now I heard you say that was your favorite one of the series, and I didn't.
Oh my God!
I didn't even know that was in the series. I thought it was just two.
Yeah. Yeah, Transylvania was all the same characters, and we just had so much fun. And, you know, it was a bummer that they chose to release it theatrically because it didn't work out. We didn't have like a strong enough name. It was made for like 13 to 17-year-old boys, I think. And yet it was R. So it missed the mark by a lot, but it was so much fun to shoot. And as an actress, to be able to play two different characters that I'm popping in and out of was like just awesome. And I got to learn the Romanian dialect, and we were there. I was there for like 2.5 months. I basically at the end of it felt like I had lived in this castle. It was just such a cool experience. And I love everyone in that cast. We became like a real family. I just saw a bunch of them, and the writers, you know, went on to Sonic fame.
Oh my gosh.
They've written the 3 Sonics, and now they did, the Christmas one, Violent Night.
Oh, with David Harbour, right?
Yes. Yeah. They wrote that, and I'm so proud of them. Yeah.
Oh, that means Jennifer Lyons part's coming on something, right?
I mean, you know, when your writers don't have a lot of pull, but
no, they don't.
You know.
I should, because I've written a couple of scripts and I've sold them, right? And I'm like, oh, this is the greatest thing ever. And the second I sell it, they fire you, and you're like, and you're like, wait, well, yeah, you're like, wait, what? Oh, I just sold this, and I'm getting fired, and then you rewatch it. Nothing you wrote is in the movie, and you're like,
yeah.
We're crazy. Like Hollywood is a back snaky business sometimes. You know what I mean?
It's a beast. It is an absolute beast. And I think, you know, a lot of people get in and get out, and they, you know, make their mark, make their money, and get out.
Yeah, definitely.
You know? But I'm sorry that happened to you. That's not right.
Oh, no, it's happened to me a few times, but I just, whatever. I mean, I still get paid. You know what I mean? So, like,
yeah, I know I did a pilot. And I won't say what show, but I was watching the show and I realized, I was like, wait a minute. They like totally ripped off the pilot I did.
Yeah.
I mean, even like situations, like scenes, and I was like, that is so uncool, you know?
No, definitely. Yeah.
Yeah.
I wanted to ask you, have you ever like auditioned for a part that you lost and they gave it to someone else and then you saw it and you're like, they should have probably just stuck with me?
I don't like bad talking
No,
people.
no, you don't, but has that ever happened to you? Like just that
Yeah.
situation? Yeah.
There have been multiple times where, like, especially I don't want to say the caliber, but the kind of shows that I was mostly doing,
Yeah.
you know, I was just like a working stiff, and I got, you know, a little bit of a name, you know, throughout, but, you know, you're up against the it girl.
Right.
Now, the it girl can often be somebody who's known for, and I'm not mentioning names, for her boobs, maybe, or doing something a little naughty in public, and then you're up against that, and the producers go with that.
Yeah,
And
definitely.
that's really heartbreaking sometimes. One show I was brought back on as a recurring guest star to work with the actress that got the character, and it was really hard for me because I just, yeah,
Yeah.
I
No,
you know,
I get it. Trust me,
very
I
hard.
get it.
And there was another one, like, I don't like giving names, but there was another one that just killed me. I had done like 10 episodes of this writer's show, and he wrote a script, and he's like, oh my God, you know, this role is for you, so we're sending you right to test for it.
Yeah.
And I'm super excited, and I thought I was a shoo-in because it was written for me, right?
Right.
And unfortunately, the producer wanted a playmate,
Oh my God. That's
and
crazy.
it was comedy. I
Right.
won't say who the producer was, but I won't hold it against him. But they went with the playmate who didn't have really comedy experience, and
Yeah.
then they asked me to come back on and do a guest star, I think it was, and I was actually kind of glad I was on that 70s show because I was like, oh, thanks, you know?
Yeah, you were great on the 70s show. But no,
Thank you. So,
you do
yeah, that's
have great
happened
comic
quite a bit.
timing though.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, so like I think that's one of the things I really do like about you because on the 70s show, smart guy, married with children, like it seemed like because when they film sitcoms, they do it in front of an audience, so you get that energy, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it
Yeah.
seemed like you really got the hang of that, like how punch, timing, the rule of threes, like it seemed like you
Mhm.
really chopped that up pretty good.
Thank you. Yeah, I really loved doing shows in front of a studio audience.
Yeah,
And when that changed, I think it was kind of sad
yeah.
because it was more like doing a play, and it was really exciting, and you would work with the whole cast. But now there's so few of those, and you go in and you shoot TV shows like you would a movie, and you often don't even meet the rest of the cast. You just whoever you're in the scene with.
Oh no, definitely. And I think that that's a big weird thing that a lot of people because they think if you just did a movie with somebody, like you actually met them, but
Yeah.
it's probably not true at all. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, no, all the time, you
Yeah.
know.
Like you probably never met like maybe you did, but you probably never met Jennifer Love Hewitt, even though you were in a movie with
No,
her.
we were in scenes
No,
together.
no,
Yeah.
I know, but like she probably filmed it, cut. You know what I mean? So it's like
Yeah.
you could do that. So,
Yeah, you know, there were a lot of people I didn't interact with in that movie, though, for sure.
yeah.
Yeah. I'm stuck here.
I kind of wanted to ask you about your first play because that when you said that that was kind of like that really like interests me because like I have a first play experience too and I wanted to hear yours on how you knew like hey, I don't want to be the lead, I just want to have a role, you know what I mean? And
Rose.
like
There you are.
oh yeah, I want to be like because like you just wanted a role, not the lead, and they didn't give it to you. So like, how was that like when you were doing that? Because a play is live in the moment. You know what I mean?
Well, I had been on stage since I was 3 years old.
Yeah.
as a dancer, of course. I was not a trained singer at all. I now am training my voice. And I got this lead ingenue in a Stephen Sondheim musical, which is like the hardest music there is. I mean, it was really like a beast. But my teacher that just passed, I think he really put me at ease, where I realized that it was just like a dance. It was the comedy is so much about timing, like dance choreography. And you got to get the timing of the whole show has to be tight, or, and quick. Comedy's quick. So thank God for that first show. Had it been some terrible tyrant of a director, I might have felt differently and never done it again. And so, yeah, I felt really good about it, except for my singing. I was so embarrassed. But the funniest thing about that is that I got a really good write-up in the school paper.
Oh my God, that's awesome.
They actually said I was so funny to be a bad singer.
Oh my God.
So
I'll take that.
Compliment. Oh my God. So whatever. That was my.
Oh man. I did this play called The Crucible. Like, this is my very first play. And
wow. That's heavy.
Wait till you hear this story, Jennifer. This is how I ruined The Crucible. So I played like one of the police officers or judges, who's like arresting this girl because she's a witch and all that stuff. Yeah. So we're doing it live, sold out crowd, like 500 people, super crazy. I have no lines, like, besides witch, burn her, stuff like that. Like, I don't really have any lines, right? And then it was a Friday night. It was like 8:00. There's the biggest earthquake in the world. I swear to God, in that moment. And the whole theater was shaking and stuff. You know what I mean?
Oh my gosh.
And this is right when we were about to arrest her. And like, it was like 30 seconds of like, what's going on? It threw everyone off, right? And there's a moment of silence, and I was just like, witchcraft. Yeah, and that's how I knew I just wanted to do comedy, and I didn't really want to do acting because I thought it was hilarious. The director did not.
Oh my God, I think it's amazing. That's wonderful. Wow. Oh my God. Actually, you know what's funny? You just reminded me.
What?
This is dating me, but when we were doing that musical, the opening night, there was no one there. And we were like, what the hell's going on? Like, my family isn't here. No one's in the audience. And someone's like turned the monitor backstage to like some other channel. I don't know why they did. And like LA was on fire because it was the Rodney King riots.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, and that's
opening night. Oh,
and we're doing like up comedy tonight. We're on stage doing our show, and LA is burning. And even on our campus, there were like fights and like things broken and smashed, and we're like locked in the theater doing our show.
Oh my God! Holy Lord!
Yeah, that's funny. I forgot about that.
Funny stories of the past. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I wanted to ask you about Jack Frost 2 real fast.
Oh my God.
Because like, that's a movie where that's like a cult classic weird movie. You know what I mean? Like, you're like, this is great. And I watched it. Did you freeze? Did I lose you? Oh, I see you. Oh, excellent. I watched it and I was like, how is that? Because like, that was, the guy who played the snowman was funny, and it was like comedy horror. You know what I mean? Like, I like it.
Oh my God. Okay. So that was the coolest experience. That was one of the coolest experiences of my life. Because I had to be blind all day.
Yeah.
All day, for like 8 hours, I was blind because they had the prosthetics over my eyes because I was killed by tongs in my eyeballs.
Oh yeah.
by this snowman, and the prosthetics took a long time, so I had a guide, and it was just really neat because not that I would want to be blind, but
No.
that would be awful. But gosh, to like you do hear more and feel energy. It was really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My friend was in it, and he died by a carrot.
Wait, who? Who was it? Who's your friend? Not Paul.
No, his name's Stefan Merchant. He was
Oh.
he was on the boat. He didn't have like a huge part. He was just one of the guys who died. But yeah, I think that would be great success. Like if you do a movie and you just die because you're like, hey, I'm in the movie. And especially if it's at the beginning where it's like, I don't really need to watch the rest of this. You know what I mean? Like I did my part.
Yeah. Oh my God, I just had someone on, oh my God, I think it was Facebook, like write me, and I don't usually look at the random messages, and they were like, oh, in Devil's Prey, I loved your scene where you died. And I was so creeped out, I blocked them.
Oh my God.
Why? It just creeped me out so bad because it's like, so I had a body double because I don't do nudity, right?
Right.
And so he's like talking about because the body double was topless, and yeah.
I
didn't like that.
I will say that's one I have not seen, so I have no questions about that film. But
it's okay. No,
I would never say something like that.
oh my
God. But I wanted to ask you, hey, is it easier for you when you do interviews about like, because like usually if you do an interview with some random Joe, it's kind of like, but it's kind of easy to do it with like someone who else is a celebrity, right? Because it's like having fun and you're like,
I mean, I'm like that. I'm with whoever. I'm actually. Okay. It's funny. I used to be a really shy person, but I'm just not anymore. Like I probably say too much. I'm totally an oversharer. I'm now learning this is an ADD thing.
Oh my God.
But yeah, no, I don't mind talking to anybody. Actually, I'm the kind of person that I talk to everybody at the store and they look at me like, why are you talking to me?
Right. Yeah.
But I don't care.
Yeah. I'm like the same person.
Are you?
Yeah.
Like I spend a lot of time in Europe and other places where people are just different.
Yeah.
You know?
But see, I don't do it to engage because I want to be their friends. I do it to like kind of fuck with them and a little, like, you know what I mean? Like,
I get it.
Like I'd be like, ooh, chocolate milk, huh? I wonder if they milked a brown cow or a black cow. Like, which one do you think it was? Like,
oh my God, that's hilarious.
Just like random stuff. Like, I like freaking people out like that because that's my comedy is very quirky. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I like that. Yeah.
That's cool. I like that.
Yeah.
A little irreverent, a little keep people on their toes a little.
Yeah. Like, this is my favorite one. You could take this one next time you're at a store at the cookie aisle and someone buys Chips Ahoy, right? Right when they pick up the package to be like, there's no chips in it. Then you walk away and be like, oh, I wanted to respect your time, but I have two more questions. Because I know you got somewhere else you gotta go. But question number one is, if you could go back into a time machine and talk to a younger version of yourself, knowing what you know now, what advice would you give yourself?
In the industry or life?
In life, yeah.
Oh, in life. Oh gosh. There's so much. I have to narrow this down. Say the most important thing I think is to be true to yourself and your standards, and don't let anybody convince you or manipulate you into being anything different. I have to add with that, life is too short to be shy. Oh God, there's so many things I would tell myself, but you'll always regret not saying whatever it is. You know, there's so many times in life we go, oh, I know that person, or I worked with that person, or I remember like even my mom was like, take pictures when you're on set, and I was like, oh no, that's embarrassing, you know.
Right.
And now it's like, oh, that would have been so nice. Like, why didn't I do that? So, you know, if something's in your heart, say it, do it. Don't be so afraid of anything. There's nothing to be afraid of. We're not getting out of here alive. Just do it.
Yeah.
You want to travel? Go do it. Find a way to do it. Don't listen to the naysayers. Listen to the people who are successful.
Oh.
You know, if you want to travel, talk to travelers. Don't talk to your you know, whatever, your neighbor that's never left the valley.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. That's actually great advice. I thought for sure you were going to say, hey, Jennifer, you're going to
In
love
my life sometimes from the wrong people. Yeah. You know?
I thought for sure you were going to say, hey, Jennifer, you're going to love doing Jack Frost too, because you could be blind.
Oh, God. Yeah. I mean, goes, I think I should have had some other advice. I always think like when we were doing Can't Hardly Wait, I should have had a publicist. Like there's some stuff like that where I'm like, what happened there? Why did nobody say you need a publicist right now? You know, I didn't really have great advice at that point.
Yeah.
I was just kind of winging it.
By the way, your publicist is like one of the coolest publicists.
He's a sweet guy.
So like you got a good team, you know what I mean? Because I get a lot of nasty emails back, and he's very, very cool. So he's in good company.
Oh,
yeah.
Don't you let them get to you?
Oh no, I that's what I'm saying is like, Jennifer, I've been called so many things in the book where, especially like with my autism growing up, like I'm just the negative feedback, you know, it's like, I just think, okay, they're probably having a bad day because, you know, their client just got arrested or something. Like, I don't know, like there's 1,000 different things. And it's like, I just think to myself, if I ever become an A celebrity, I'm never fucking hiring them.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's kind of like, I like to screw with people in the grocery store. You know? I'd be like, hey, I'm huge. Chip hey, you're not my publicist. Anyways.
No, you know, I have a feeling you're going to kill him with kindness. And that's that's how I was raised. Kill him with kindness and, you know, never write anything disrespectful. Never put it in writing. You can call somebody a bad name, but don't put it in writing. Here's my baby.
Oh, hi.
Oh, I know you don't want to. You don't want to. Oh,
what's the baby's name?
That's my tiger lily.
Oh, Tiger Lily. Oh, nice.
She's the best. Yes, I have. I am a cat lady. We have six cats.
6 cats? Holy Lord! What are their names? Tiger Lily.
This is Tiger Lily. Yeah, she's the queen. She's the only girl.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
So all the cats like worship her, right?
Well, yeah. We have one that probably is gonna go to a home. They keep coming to my back door.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I don't know, he likes older women, so we're trying to keep him away from her.
Oh, yeah. You got, because cats, yeah. You know, they yeah.
She's making biscuits. Good girl.
Oh my God.
Well, it's a pleasure. It's been a total pleasure.
Definitely. My last question is, where can the folks at home follow and support you at? Do you have an Instagram, Facebook, the Twitter?
Yeah. I don't love Twitter, X, whatever. So Instagram is my best. It's Jennifer Lyons Den. So it's my name plus DEN. Hopefully I'll be doing more very soon. Everyone's trying to convince me that I need to do more because I'm a cosmetic junkie and I need to share my love with people, apparently.
You should do stand-up comedy. I think you would be great at it.
Oh my God, I just said don't be shy, but that terrifies me. But however, I think I am going to take an improv class. I haven't taken one in years.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Because that's a whole other thing, right? That's you got to be sharp. I got to have a lot of matcha before I do that, you know?
Yeah. Well, if you ever do it, I will let you open up for me and I will I'll give you your start in the stand-up world.
That's amazing. I always say I'm not a writer, but maybe I should just try and stop saying that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like if someone gave me material, I'd be good at it.
Yeah, but I mean, I could give you material too, but I mean, you know, I think you're naturally funny, so I think you would be great at it.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take that compliment. That's cool. Thank you.
Well, hey, you said I was handsome, and I was like, hey, I was like, yeah, all
I'm
right.
gonna plant that seed. Who do you remind me of? Oh, you know what? That's so funny. I raise money for charity a lot, and we just did the ESPYs Golf Classic for Norm Macdonald.
Oh
And
my God.
there's something in your delivery that reminds me of Norm Macdonald.
You want to hear something?
Huh?
Norm Macdonald was my best friend.
You kidding me, right?
No, I toured with him for 9 years. I wrote on his show. I have a tattoo of him right here.
No way.
Yeah.
Did I just freak you out just now? I swear to God, I did not know that.
I get that a lot, but like when when you're on the road with someone, you pick up mannerisms and stuff.
Your best friend, like totally. Wow, your cadence. Wow, that's so crazy. I just met his son. He was very sweet.
Dylan?
Yeah.
Oh, Dylan's great.
At the classic, and his producing partner, the woman, I forget her name.
Jill?
I think so.
Oh my gosh. I know all these people.
It was funny because I raised money with a company called Charity Angels, and we did the ESPYs Golf Classic, and they were coming in, and it was honoring Norm Macdonald. And I thought, you know what? Because again, if I think of something like a compliment or something, I'm going to tell somebody. And I realized that was his son. And I said, oh my gosh, I got to tell you, I met your dad. And he was so funny because I met him at the Can't Hardly Wait premiere after party.
Oh, nice.
And he and I forget his name, but he's like a bigger guy. And they were in the movie about like the trash guys or something.
Artie Lang or Chris Farley? Okay.
Artie Lang. And they were both there. And he was just so funny. And he was like chatting me up, and he was absolutely hilarious. And I remember I was pretty young, but I wasn't that young. But I was like, why is this older guy talking to me? but then I realized who it was, and then he's like, we're going to beat you at the box office. And like, it was really cute. Like he was like challenging us because he knew that we were in the movie, because both of our movie previews were constantly on TV at that time.
Yeah. And, Dirty Work. Yeah.
Dirty Work. They both were released the same day. And he was like, but he was super funny. And then later on, I was like, oh, like I should have stuck around and talked to him. I was like chasing after some 21-year-old or something.
he was the best person in the world, like honestly. So that's so cool you did that for him. I wish I would have known about it. I would have went. Yeah,
what's up with that?
Yeah, no one tells me these BS stuff.
Yeah,
I would totally have gone. But I did want to show you, this was his hat that he left me.
Oh, no way.
Yeah. So,
that's weird. Like, I'm actually impressed with myself. I didn't know any of this.
Oh, my God. Well, Jennifer Lyons, I want to respect your time. Have a great day. Thank you so much.
Thank you. It's so good to get to know you.
Yeah.
I'm going to follow you now.
Oh, it's going to be great when you open up for me. I'm going to make you a stand-up star.
Big star.
All right.
I love it.
Have a beautiful day, and thank you again.
You too. Bye.
Bye, Jennifer. All right, guys. Subscribe, rate, review. That was the show with Jennifer Lyons, and we'll see you guys next week on Reza Riffs.